Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Georgia, I hope you're well. Today we have what I think is a very exciting little video and a little day together, so I just thought you could come and spend the day with me. I have quite a few things planned, and honestly I just wanted to take you guys along for the journey, so get comfortable, get a little snack, and let's spend a bookish day together. On the agenda for today, I would like to go book shopping. There has been a lot of new releases recently and I'd like to see if I can go and get my hands on a couple, and I also want to rearrange my bookshelves. I have a bag of books behind the camera of new books. I've got a menu fairy loot, I've got hopefully the new releases that I want to pick up today that all need to get on these shelves, and then I also want to read one of the new releases that I'm going to be picking up today. That is the plan for today. And then in terms of the books I want to pick up, I am hoping to get a hold of Fearful by Lauren Roberts, because that came out literally like 2 days ago when I'm filming this. And then today Metal Slinger comes out, so I really want to pick that up as well. And then I don't like my chances, but I would also really like to pick up the Sprayed Edges version of Diebound, and also On Wings of Blood. Now I have had a look online and it doesn't look like either of those two are in stock, but you never know, we might get lucky. We will just have to see with those. But job number one, I want to go book shopping. James is actually off work with me today, so I'm going to drag him to the shopping centre with me just so we can go and pick up some of these books, and I will see you when we get there. Let's go spend some money we don't have on books we don't need. I'm ready. I've just got back from the shopping centre and I got all the books that I was hoping for, which I'm very happy about. I do have quite the haul for you guys. I'll go through the stuff that I got previously first, so the bag that was behind my camera earlier, and I'll do that and I'll do my fairy loot. And then after that I will go through the books that I bought today. So I'm going to jump straight in because I do have quite a lot of books to go through. I know this is an excessive amount of books, especially if you know how many of the books I already own and how many of those I've actually physically read already. It's bad. I'm aware that I have a problem and I need to stop buying books, but that's not about to start today. I'm first going to go through the ones that I got from Amazon. I've had these a while. A mix of these are ones that I've bought myself or that James has bought me. James does spoil me rotten. He has bought me a lot of books. I am very lucky. I'm very spoiled. So all of these are a mixture of books I've bought and a mixture of books that James has bought me as well, because he has also bought me some of the books today. So I love him to pieces. He spoils me rotten. So I'm first going to go through the ones from Amazon. So I've got Live Ranch Love by Emma Lucy. I have actually already read this one. I've had this one a while now. These books I have bought a while back. Like, they're probably about a month old. So I have read this one already. Really enjoyed this one, Love Country Romance. I've then been on the hunt for some more like sport romance now that I've finished the Mile High series. So I've got the first book in the DC Stars series. This is Face Off. I have heard a lot of amazing things about this series, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. And then the last one from Amazon as well is I've got this series, I think it's the Off Campus series by Elle Kennedy. Again, I've heard a lot of really good things about this. I've asked for some like sort of recommendations for sport romances now that I've finished the the Windy City series. So this series and the DC Star series are the ones that I probably had recommended to me the most, so I picked these up as well. So they're all from Amazon. I then picked up this book here. So this is from the works. This is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I found out that this is actually book 2 from Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I didn't realise that these were connected at all, but apparently this is book 2 in that little series, so I have that one now as well. And then after that I went into Waterstones on this last shopping trip that I did, not today but another one. I picked up Heavenly Bodies from Waterstones. I've heard a lot of amazing things about this, but I've waited for the paperback. It is sprayed edges. I didn't particularly want the sprayed edges. I don't like it when it's just a solid colour really, but it was the only one there, so I picked this one up. I've heard a lot of amazing things about this one, so I really can't wait to pick up this eventually. I then picked up book 2 in the Cove of Bones, is it? Coven of Bones series. So the first book is The Coven, which is this book here. and I now have The Cursed, which is book 2, so I'm really looking forward to these. I am planning on starting that series in a 24-hour reading challenge that I'm hoping to do this month, so I'm looking forward to getting into those. They're quite small, which I'm excited about. And then the final book that I got on my last shopping trip was A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. This is book 1 in the Sacred Stones series. I picked up book 2 and 3 ages ago. I got one in 66 books and I got another in, I think it was gifted to me, and then never actually had book 1. So now I have book 1, so I can finally start this series because I've heard so many amazing things about it. That's my haul from previous, not from today, so that's 1 of 3 bags empty. I will now quickly show you my Fairy Loot. I have already opened this because I opened it for a TikTok Instagram video that I did, so I do know what this is, but I will quickly show you guys anyway. So this is the Fairy Loot for August. So this is Warrior Princess Assassin, and it is stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. Spoiler alert for the back one. I mean, you can kind of guess what's going to happen, but the naked hardcover. Honestly, just a stunning book. I love all of my Fairy Loots. I think they've all been absolutely gorgeous. So this one sounds like a sort of love triangle situation. One's a prince or a king and one's like a soldier. But it sounds like a good little fantasy romance. I'm looking forward to that one. I also went to the Works and to Waterstones today as well. So today I am planning on sorting my bookshelves out, like I said, but I was having a thought about my sport romance shelf and how I'm going to be sorting it today, but equally there's like a set of books and another book that I need to complete that shelf, and I don't want to have to sort it now and then sort it again in a few weeks when I inevitably get those books. So James, being the enabler that he is, was like, well, let's just go and get them now. So we did. So the first book I got was Next to You, because that then completes the next 2 series. I guess they're not strict series, are they? But I've got Next of Kin and now have Next to You, which I believe is actually before Next of Kin, but I'm not entirely sure. So I've got that one. Looking forward to reading these because I read Out on a Limb by this author the other day and I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping to really enjoy this one as well. I got the other sport romance series by Elle Kennedy. Now Faye has read the Off Campus series and really loved it and has highly recommended it to me. So she said that like her writing style is very much up my street, so I'm hoping that I'm going to love these. So I also got these. They're only £15 from the Works, so I got these to sort of finish off my sport romance shelf, so I'm really looking forward to those. I don't know which series I'm supposed to read first. I don't know if I'm supposed to read this one or Off Campus first, so I'll have to have a nosy at that, but I'm really excited to read these. And then I know I haven't started any of this series yet, but I also picked up Releasing 10, which is the 6th book in the Boys of Tommen series. I've got the rest on my shelf already, but obviously it's a very chunky book. I didn't want to start the series and then struggle to get this on there, so we got it now. I'm bad, I know, it's fine. Moving on. And then the final book that I picked up from the Works was Summer in the City by Alex Astor. Now, I recently went to New York, so I'm really excited to sort of like read this now that I've been and sort of see it all again. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So it says, one summer, 2 enemies, 1 wall apart. I think it's a bit of like a flat share sort of situation. I'm not entirely sure, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I'm really looking forward to being back in New York because we loved it when we went and I just think it's so much fun. And I've heard a lot of people sort of reading this while they're there and just sort of seeing it all unfold. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I think I might read this quite soon, to be fair. And it's got like a little map inside of like the places that they go and stuff. And it's like we've seen some of these places now, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting into this. And then we get to the actual reason that I went to the shopping centre today. Firstly, I picked up Fearful, which I do want to get to reading today. I think I might audio it whilst I sort my bookshelves out, and then we will sit down and read the rest of it after I've finished doing my bookshelves. I'm so excited but so sad to be done with this series. Like, I'm so excited to read it. And honestly, I've not even read like the synopsis for this or anything. I don't even know whose perspective it's from. So I'm really intrigued to get into this, but it also does mean that I am officially done with this series, which does make me really sad. I think you can tandem this with Fearless like you can with Powerful and Powerless. I only read Fearless like a month ago, so I don't really want to read it again right now. So I'm just going to read it anyway, and I might tend to read it again further down the line. We will see how we go. I'm really excited to read this, so I'm probably going to read this today. The next book, I did kind of want the sprayed edges, but they didn't have it. And it's not the end of the world because I don't actually love the sprayed edges version anyway. It was just more, it's nice to have the sprayed edges. So I just got the normal edition. So I've got On Wings of Blood. Now I've heard so many great things about this book and I'm really excited to read it. I think book 2 is coming out soon as well, but it sounds amazing. It's another sort of like academy one. Been loving sort of academy reads at the minute, like Zodiac and things like that. And I'm currently reading Arcana Academy and I am enjoying that academy setting, so I'm excited for this one. The next 2 books are honestly gorgeous and I cannot wait to get to them. The first one is Diabound. Now this is all like, this is going crazy at the minute. I don't actually know which copy of it I've got, but this was the last sprayed edges version. They had 3 books stacked, but this was the only one that was sprayed edges, so I literally snatched it up so quick. Is that not just gorgeous? I'm obsessed. It's honestly so pretty and I cannot wait to read it. I've heard the most amazing things. Apparently there's 4 colours of like the naked hardcover and I have the pink one. I don't know what the relevance is. I don't know if it means anything. I'll have to have a look into that. But mine's pink and gold. And this is the reversible dust jacket artwork thing in case anybody's interested. How gorgeous is that? And the sprayed edges on it are honestly just beautiful. Like the detail on that is insane. So I am very much looking forward to reading this. By the time this video is out we will still be in September. So this book is also on the 99p deals on Kindle. If you're interested in reading it but don't want the paperback, it's 99p on Kindle for the entirety of September. So jump on that. And then finally the reason that I went to the shops today specifically is because this book came out today. So we got there and we were looking around Waterstones for ages and I was panicking because I couldn't find it. But James went and asked somebody and they had them all in the back. They'd just not had time to put them out yet. But look at that. Is that not just gorgeous? I am beyond excited to read this book. So this is the naked hardcover. And honestly, just the blue foiling, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I am beyond excited to read this book. I will be reading it this month. It's on my TBR. Probably my most excited purchase of this entire haul, to be honest. Absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to read this. That's all the books that I've bought. It's time to get all of these on my shelves. So I do think I am going to audio Fearful whilst I do my bookshelves because I feel like I'm not going to get this finished today otherwise, and I do really want to read this today. So I'm going to start it on audio and then we will switch to physically reading it once I've done my bookshelves. I need to get all of these books on there. So we're going to have a big rearrange because things aren't going to fit. So we're going to have a good rejig and try and figure this out. But we'll do it. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. So that's the plan. I'm going to stick this on audio. I'm going to put my headphones on and we're going to try and get all of these books on these shelves. Plan. Let's jump into this book. I'm so excited. I'm really excited, but I'm so scared. I don't know who we're following either. Should we just have a quick look at the naked hardback? It's pretty. It's very similar to the others. They've really all stuck to that same sort of layout, which I love, and it just says this soul is foolish enough to hope. And I don't know, like I said, who this is following, but that's the reversible dust jacket. Pretty. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's Kit. Who's Mara? Does Kit have a secret little love interest? Okay, I'm intrigued. We also have a layout of the castle. We've never had that before, have we? That's new. I'm assuming that's going to be important. Right, I'm going to stop stalling because I've been babbling at you for like 20 minutes now. And I'm going to get all these books on my bookshelf. So I'm going to try and find a way to set you up so you can see everything. Pretty much all of these are romancy ones, so we'll just face this way, I think. So I'm just going to move you back. And then we will crack on with my bookshelves. I'm ready, drink is ready, audiobook is ready. Let's get all these books on my bookshelf. Let's get straight into it. Let's not even mess around, let's just go. Fearful is at the ready. Let's go.
Prologue. Mara.
I've had a little rejig since I last showed you because there were a few things on this shelf that weren't same right, so I've like swapped the L. Kennedy and the Windy City series over. So there's some more books in the DC Stars series, so I'm not worried about that one being on its own at the moment. I'll be honest, I don't love this. But now at least all my sport romance is on one shelf. So I've moved my Ali Hazelwood ones out of the way. They were originally on this shelf as well. Now I've just got my Magnolia Parks, my Boys of Tommen, and then onto all the L. Kennedy ones, Mile High, and all of those. So all flows a bit better. I've managed to get all my other random ones on here, and now all of these are condensed together. So I've got my Abby Jimenez and my Emily Henry on one, and my Christina Lauren and Ellie Hazelwood, as well as a random Alex Astor one because obviously I don't want it with my fantasy books. So we managed to get everything on. It's all where I want it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I did put Fearful on whilst I was doing this, but I'll be honest, I haven't listened to a word she said. So now I actually think I'm just going to go and sit on the sofa with James, get all cozy downstairs with my drink and my book, and I'm just going to sit and read Fearful. In fact, I might sit in my library. I've just done my library up. I should sit in it, shouldn't I? Enjoy my books. Sit surrounded by my new special editions, which are all down here. So I've actually separated all my hardbacks out properly now. So we've got all my just like normal hardbacks. I've then got all my fairy loots on this one, and then all my special editions on this one, and then there's just a couple of other hardbacks on the bottom there. They're all separated out, and obviously Fearful's on my Powerless shelf there. So I have got everything where I want it. It's all a lot better now and a lot more structured, rather than all my hardbacks just being thrown on there. So that is sorted, that is done. I am happy with how that turned out. So all done. Let's sit and actually read Fearful now. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's going well. Let's sit and read. We are finally going to jump into Fearful, so my plan is to literally just sit here and read this for the rest of the day. So that is today's plan. We have been book shopping, we have organised the bookshelves again, and now I just want to read it. I just want to read it, so we're going to jump straight in. I haven't read the back of the book, so I don't actually know who it's about. I'm pretty sure it's Kit's perspective and somebody called Mara, from what I got from the little bit of audio I had on earlier, but I'm honestly just going to start again. Freya's just let herself in. So I'm going to literally jump in and read this, so I'm very excited. I'm scared. I don't want to finish this series. It's been such a big part of my reading journey and me getting back into reading, so I am definitely sad to be finishing this world, but I'm also very much looking forward to it. So I'm going to just sit here and read now for the rest of the day. So I'll give you little thoughts and feelings as we get through this book. I'm pretty sure it's Kit's perspective, so if you've read Fearless, then obviously you know what happens. But I think this is in tandem with Fearless as well, but like I said earlier, I have already read Fearless in the past couple of months, so I don't really want to read it again just yet, but I do want to read this one, so I might tandem read them again later down the line, but for now, while Fearless is still pretty much fresh in my mind, I'm just going to crack on with it. So that's my plan. Let's jump straight into this book. I have some sad news. I'm not loving it. I'm bored. It's not what I wanted it to be. I am here, so I'm probably just under halfway. I'm on page 133 and chapter 12. We're following Kit's perspective during all of the sort of happenings of Fearless. Second thing, I'm bored. I love this series. This series is a 5-star series for me. Powerless, powerful, reckless, fearless. 5 stars. I love the series so much. I don't think this book is necessary. We also have this other perspective as well. Now this other perspective is written in third person. Immediately, that annoys me. I don't like third person's perspective, especially when we're in a first person perspective book. It's throwing me off and I don't like that. I'm only halfway through, so we'll see how I go. And there might be some amazing things. But like I say, we're following Kit's perspective, but we are also getting the unanswered questions regarding Lenny and Blair. Now, the only questions I sort of had at the end of Fearless was why, and also what's the deal with Lenny and Blair. So I am getting the answers, but equally the questions I had, I didn't feel I needed answering. But at the same time, I could quite happily have not read this book. Like I said, I'm only halfway. It might get better. I don't know. I feel I'm a bit disappointed, if I'm honest. Like I said, this has been such an amazing series for me and I have loved it so much, so I am gutted that I'm not enjoying it as much as I want to. I do think maybe I just created some really high expectations because of how much I love the other ones, and that has again brought this one down a little bit for me, but I don't know. I just feel like I love this series so much and this just isn't giving me what I wanted. It's an interesting concept, I am enjoying it, and I can't really tell you why it's an interesting concept without giving you big spoilers if you hadn't read Fearless. This second perspective is interesting and we do meet them vaguely at the end of the last book. It's just not giving me what I wanted from it. I don't know. I feel like something really interesting has to happen for me to enjoy the rest of this book. This sounds awful. I could quite happily put this down now. I could quite happily just stop at Fearless and be content. None of my questions were burning enough for me to need this. It's still easy reading. I am audioing it at the same time as well. I was getting very distracted when just reading it because I'm, like I say, a bit bored. So I have been doing like the immersive, and I've got it on like 2.3 speed, and I'm still just like, come on. My audio says I've got about 2 hours to go. So I am going to carry on. Like I say, I'm hoping something really interesting happens in order to like bump this up. But at the minute, I'm really not that bothered. I don't know. I'm going to keep going, see how we get on. But at the moment, I'm not that fussed about this one, which is heartbreaking. But we move. Let's go back and continue and get this book finished today. I am not about to lie to you. We have had a very disappointing reading evening. I don't rate it. I don't think you need to read it. Obviously, if those questions you have at the end of Fearless are burning, then crack on. I will not be recommending reading this book. It's not awful, okay? I'm still going to rate it probably 3 stars. I do feel like I'm being a little bit generous with that 3, but I'm going to give it 3. Now, with that said, I didn't love it. I don't really see the point in this book, if I'm completely honest with you. It's fun. It's not fun. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. I just don't really feel like it fits with the rest of the series. This is what we did with our entire evening. I mean, it's like, I finished reading this at about 9:15, and I do feel a little bit like it's like 4 or 5 hours of my life that I'm not getting back. It was an interesting concept. I enjoyed seeing this side of the story. If you want Kit's side of things and you want some more of Lenny and Blair, then you'll probably really enjoy this. I don't feel like that was something I really needed. I was always Team Kai anyway, and all the way through Fearless was a bit like, don't like where this is going. So this wasn't the be all and end all for me. So I have started and finished this book today. I have had a nice day doing bookish things, but I am a bit gutted that this was the book that I chose to read today. I have officially finished the Powerless trilogy. The Powerless trilogy, as the main 3 books, is a 5-star series for me and will forever be one of my favourite series. Powerful, I absolutely loved. This book I'm probably just going to pretend doesn't exist. Like, I've literally rated every single one of the other books 5-star, and this is like a generous 3. I don't rate it. I don't rate it at all. It's fine. That's all I'm going to say on it, because I don't really like slating and ripping into books. I absolutely adore Lauren Roberts' writing, and like I said, the rest of the series is one of my favourites, but I don't rate this one. Which is really sad, but hey, it really helps towards our weekly reading, because I am filming what I read in a week. So this is 288 pages towards that, so it's not all bad. It's not all bad. This is this book done. I have had enough of it. I am bored by it. Yeah, not the most positive ending to this video and my really lovely bookish day, but thank you so much for spending the day with me anyway. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed going book shopping. I enjoyed my little haul and updating you guys on all the books that I bought recently. I enjoyed having the time to just sit and read all day or all afternoon. I was literally reading from like 3 o'clock today. It was still an absolutely lovely day, but unfortunately this book didn't finish it off perfectly for me, but that's fine. You win some, you lose some. Not every book is gonna be great for me. Other people, I'm sure, absolutely love it. But I am hoping to pick up some good reads next, because I am feeling a little bit slumpy. I feel like the last 2 books I've read have just been a little bit disappointing. So I am feeling a little bit slumpy. So I feel like I need to pick a good book up next just to get me back into the swing of things, because I feel like I've had to audio both my last 2 books just to get them done, because I don't like DNFing books. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I'm gutted it didn't finish on as much of a high as I wanted, and that the ending of this series has disappointed me a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're well. I'm just gonna go and get in bed now, so that is the end of my day. I'm literally gonna go and shower and go to bed because I do have work in the morning. That is everything for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, my social media, my Amazon wishlist, my Goodreads and my business email, all in the description bar below. I really hope you're well. Take care.